first.
Leave my
before
daughter
preaching to
out of your
anybody else,
voice.
your adult daughter. The next generation of Americans are using it, and that's actually the point. You have her supporters propping her up. That's fine. Here's the truth.
You're just
the easy
scum.
answer.
In the realm of politics, where every move is scrutinized and every relationship dissected, we're reminded of the iconic line from Jerry Maguire, "You complete me." But in the case of rising Republican star Vivek Ramaswamy, it's not just about completion, it's about complement. As we dive into the intriguing story of Vivek and his wife Apoorva, we're about to uncover a partnership that's as unexpected as it is inspiring. The unlikely meeting.
Your wife.
It's a funny story, actually. So we were both in grad school. I was in law school. It was my second year. She was in med school. She had just started. First week of classes. We meet at a mutual friend, turns out is hosting a house party. We meet there where she comes up to me and she says, "Hey, I'm Apoorva. What's your name?" And I say, "Okay, oh my gosh, this beautiful girl has come riding up to me." I said, "Hey, I'll tell you my name, I'm Vivek." And she says, "Oh, actually, I just met another Vivek." And apparently I didn't like that very much. And so I turned around and walked away because I guess I wanted to be unique or something. But then we saw each other again at a grad school bar later that night, and I said, "That was that beautiful girl who came up to me earlier." I struck up the conversation, and we started talking about everything from where we grew up. She had gone to high school in New York, but we'd both grown up in the Midwest. And then we discovered we lived in the same apartment building right across the street from a famous vegetarian restaurant in New Haven. And so we had our first date there later down the line.
Picture this, a bustling college party at Yale University, the air thick with anticipation and youthful energy. Apoorva Tiwari, a fresh-faced medical student in her first week, spots Vivek Ramaswamy across the room. Intrigued by his demeanor, she musters the courage to introduce herself. But here's the twist. Vivek, now known for his charismatic speeches and bold declarations, was initially uninterested. The man who later captivated audiences nationwide with his oratory skills actually walked away from his future wife at their first encounter. As the night progressed, their paths crossed again. This time, the spark ignited. They discovered shared values, common backgrounds, and a surprising coincidence. They were neighbors. From that moment on, as Apoorva puts it, quote, "We've been together ever since." This serendipitous meeting set the stage for a partnership that would eventually capture the nation's attention. A partnership of principles. While Vivek Ramaswamy has become a household name in political circles, Apoorva Ramaswamy is a force in her own right. A Yale-educated surgeon, cancer researcher, and professor, she brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to their partnership. Her background in medicine offers a unique perspective to Vivek's campaign, particularly on healthcare issues. Her expertise isn't just a footnote in his campaign, it was an integral part of their shared vision for America. Her insights into the healthcare system, gained from years of hands-on experience, informed many of Vivek's political proposals. This blend of political ambition and medical expertise created a powerful synergy. During campaign stops, Apoorva's presence was not merely ornamental. She actively engaged with voters, offering insights on healthcare challenges faced by Americans. In one memorable instance in New Hampshire, when a nurse raised concerns about staffing shortages, it was Apoorva who took the microphone. Quote, "Trust me, I've been in his ear. He's heard that from me too," she assured the crowd. This moment illustrates the dynamic between the Ramaswamys. While Vivek is known for his bold statements and rapid-fire debates, Apoorva brings a measured, empathetic approach. She listens more and debates less, offering a complementary style to her husband's high-energy persona. Balancing act. The life of a political spouse is often demanding, but Apoorva Ramaswamy takes it to another level. While her husband crisscrossed the country in pursuit of the presidency, Apoorva maintained her medical career, balancing weekdays in the hospital with weekends on the campaign trail. It was a juggling act that would challenge even the most seasoned multitasker. On a typical weekday, you might have found Apoorva in the operating room, performing intricate surgeries or consulting with cancer patients. Her work as a laryngologist, a specialist in disorders of the larynx and voice, requires intense focus and precision. Then, as the weekend approached, she transitioned into campaign mode, joining Vivek at rallies, town halls, and meet and greets across the country. This dual role offered a unique perspective on American life. Apoorva saw firsthand the challenges faced by healthcare professionals and patients, which she could then relay to Vivek, informing his policy positions. At the same time, her interactions on the campaign trail gave her insights into the broader concerns of Americans, which she could consider in her medical practice. The Ramaswamys are also parents to two young boys, Kartik and Arjun, aged 3 and 1 respectively. In line with Vivek's emphasis on family values, he famously declared the nuclear family as the greatest form of governance known to mankind. The couple often brings their children along on campaign stops. This integration of family life, the couple often brought their children along on campaign stops. The integration of family life into the political sphere offered voters a glimpse into the Ramaswamys' personal world. The contrast between their professional lives added another layer of intrigue to their partnership. While Vivek navigated the turbulent waters of political discourse, Apoorva dealt with the literal life and death situations in her medical practice. Behind the scenes.
You immigrated here to the U.S. when you were 4. Very cool. Vivek has recently said that he would deport the children of undocumented immigrants who were born in the U.S. That's something that you agree with as well?
I think he has a legal theory that what is defined as a citizen is different when you are born in this country of American citizens or legal immigrants, as opposed to a different, for people who are not undocumented. And he has his arguments, and I leave you to talk to him about that.
To understand them as a couple, it's crucial to look at their background. Both come from families of Indian immigrants who placed a high value on education and hard work. Vivek often speaks about the influence of his parents. His father, an engineer at General Electric, and his mother, a geriatric psychiatrist. Similarly, Apoorva's path to becoming a surgeon was likely shaped by similar cultural and familial expectations. Vivek's parents immigrated to the U.S. from Kerala, India. Growing up in Cincinnati, Ohio, he was instilled with a strong work ethic and a deep appreciation for the opportunities America offered. This background significantly influenced his political views, particularly on issues of immigration and the American dream. Apoorva's background, while less publicized, seems to mirror Vivek's in many ways. As the daughter of Indian immigrants, she too grew up with a focus on education and professional achievement. Her choice to pursue medicine, a field highly respected in Indian culture, reflects these values. This shared background creates a strong foundation for their relationship. As Vivek puts it, quote, "Neither of us grew up in economic privilege, but we had the ultimate privilege of having two parents in the house, instilling in us a focus on education, the belief in God. This common ground in their upbringing seems to inform their approach to family life and public service." A meeting of minds.
Do you guys agree on all of his passionate thoughts?
Those are 3 very different statements, and I think they can be taken differently based on whether you say them the way they were or whether you take them in context. He also celebrated Juneteenth, a few months ago, and he believes very strongly that, celebrating the end of slavery is an important thing. But as holidays go, or any holiday for that matter, the fact that we have not taken a day off to allow people to vote, to actually engage in the democratic process, that would be the highest utility for any holiday.
While their communication styles differ, Vivek is known for his rapid-fire delivery and controversial statements, while Apoorva takes a more measured approach. They seem to be aligned on core principles. As Apoorva notes, "He has a different communication style than I do, but I agree with him and his principles on pretty much everything." The alignment extends to their vision for America. Vivek's campaign focused on issues like reducing the influence of China, promoting energy independence, and defending what he saw as traditional American values. Apoorva's background in healthcare adds credibility to discussions on medical reform and public health policy. Their partnership also demonstrates a balance of traditional and modern values. While Vivek promoted conservative principles, Apoorva's successful career as a surgeon and researcher showcases a progressive aspect of the relationship. The role of faith and culture.
So I'll be very honest, it's not a hard question. So in our faith tradition, Jesus Christ is a son of God. I know that is different than saying he's the Son of God. But that is my view of Jesus Christ. He's got our family. Do we worship in churches? Yes, we do. Is that compatible with our faith? Yes, it is. One true God in many forms. So that's different, and I understand that.
That is different. The only way to heaven is through Jesus Christ.
I think that is the path. That is a path to heaven is the way we look at it. But belief in God is what we say. Yeah. Belief in the one true God.
Both Vivek and Apoorva come from Hindu backgrounds, though Vivek has described himself as a Christian Hindu who believes in one God. This unique religious perspective adds another layer of complexity to their public image, particularly in a political landscape where Christian faith often plays a significant role. Their approach to faith and culture seems to mirror their overall philosophy, a blend of traditional values and modern perspectives. They honor their Hindu heritage while also embracing aspects of American culture. This cultural fluidity allows them to connect with a wide range of voters, from those with immigrant backgrounds to those interested in diverse cultural perspectives. In campaign appearances, the Ramaswamys often drew on their cultural background to illustrate points about American values. Vivek has spoken about the principles of dharma and karma, duty and action, from Hindu philosophy, aligned with the American ideals of personal responsibility and hard work. Now it's time to hear from you. What do you think about the dynamic between Vivek and Apoorva Ramaswamy? Let us know in the comments section below.